we're measuring the wrong things and not measuring things that really count for our well-being and for the well-being of the planet.
The real work of what a just society is, it doesn't really occur to us. We intuitively know, but we don't measure it.
You know, whilst Australia is such an economically prosperous country, I think that we're really held back by our conservatism and this, idea that we can't challenge the status quo. We can't think anew.
But how exciting if just by changing the way we think and believe in things, we could change the world.
As a society, and there are no surprises to this, we love measuring things in terms of dollars and cents. It's very attractive to have economic impact studies because, inevitably these things are relatively easier to measure than feelings and sensations and indices of relevance and fulfillment and what have you.
So my concern about how our current progress is measured is that it is a singular measure of financial, economic success.
The truth is that if you measure simply GNI growth, as we do, without asking the question about growing inequality, you can't explain growing imprisonment, violence, mental illness, people's sense of often profound emptiness.
We measure things in a way that totally discounts the environment. It's crazy. Think about this for 1 minute. The dreadful bushfires which claimed lives here, those dreadful bushfires would have actually made Australia's GDP, the thing we use to measure our economy, they would have made our GDP go up because GDP just measures throughput in the economy.
I think that in our society there are those that are not doing as well as others. And that really requires a different way at looking at these problems. We have, minority groups, we have Indigenous communities that are not doing as well as other Australians. And the answer isn't necessarily economic participation or economic growth or enhancing the participation of these communities in the economy. It's actually improving the social indicators.
The ANDI project has a lovely participatory base to it. That'll involve people. They'll feel ownership. They'll learn from it.
It's an attempt to get beyond the financial measures to say, what do we value as a society? What are our real values? What do people in the street think about our values? And can we measure them?
Whether it's business providing solutions, services, goods, whether it's government providing an environment, a regulated environment for the health and well-being of its employees, whether it's the community sector actually doing all the stuff that those other two sectors aren't doing, the leaders in each of those three great sectors need to know whether their combined efforts are over time making for a better society.
We exist to make a difference. Well, what's that difference? How do we measure it? That's where ANDI, I think, helps answer that question.
It would prove that alternative ways of tackling challenges and problems in our society can actually work.
In fact, for the Murray-Darling, if we were measuring the right things, I suspect we wouldn't have mucked it up. So I think these measures are really important and there's no time to lose in getting them in place.